Right. So good evening, everyone. Myself, Dr. Tanema Singhal, and I welcome you all on today's Q&A session. So you all can put your questions in the chat box. Till then, I'm starting the questions which you have filled in the Google form. So first question is from Janvi. Getting back to direct breastfeeding from bottle feeding. Okay. So if you want to transition your baby from bottle to breast, first you have to understand that why the baby prefers bottle over breast. First thing, the flow. There is a high flow from the bottle. The baby gets adjusted towards that, and when the baby comes on the breast and doesn't get good flow, then the baby is more like preferring bottle over breast. So in this case, you have to first improve the flow of the breast by doing oil massage and warm compress. The flow of the milk will improve. Second thing, a continuous flow from the bottle. If the breast has lesser milk supply, then the baby will prefer bottle because the baby is getting continuous flow of milk. So for that, if your milk supply is low, then getting the baby to directly on the breast will be a task. So what you have to do, first work on your milk supply if you have a low milk supply. Next thing is about the latch position. If the baby is coming on the nipple and only sucking the nipple, then the baby will not get a good milk because in the nipple there are very thinner vessels of milk which will not help the baby to get fill the baby's tummy, and the baby will keep feeding for long times and still the baby will be hungry. You will see most mothers will say that my baby feeds for 30 minutes, 45 minutes, and still when I give formula milk to the child, the baby drinks properly. So this happens when there is a shallow latch, the baby is latching only on the nipple, then this happens. So if you have to get the baby on breast from the bottle, you have to work on all three things: your milk flow, your milk supply, and your latching positions. Okay. Next question is from Jagriti Purvia. My baby is 2.5 months old, refuses to take breast milk as I didn't get breast milk after his birth and started formula milk with the feeding bottle. Okay, so what is the question? Let me know what is the question, Jagriti, because your question is not clear. You have just mentioned that this is the problem. Next question is from Shelly Mahesh Agarwal. My baby is only 1 month old, and he's constipated because of formula milk. Can't see him suffer so much, so want to switch back to breast milk more. Okay, so what is the issue? Why are you not able to give breast milk to your child? Why are you dependent on formula? Let me know in the chat box what is the issue you are facing. Then I can help you out. Next question is from Kajal Divedi. Low milk supply only about 10 ml and latching problem. Okay. So if you are facing low milk supply, first we need to work on three major things. First is demand and supply. If there is not enough demand on the body, then the milk supply will not improve. To increase the demand, there are two scenarios. If your baby is coming on the breast and still you are dependent on formula to fill the baby's tummy, then you need to create demand. So after every breastfeeding session, you need to pump on the breast. If the baby is not at all coming on the breast and because you face low milk supply, then in that case, you need to create demand by doing frequent pumping. This is first part. Now, second part is about preparing your body and mind. So for that, you need to work on your hydration. You will need to work on the flow by doing oil massage and warm compress. You need to take galactogogues. Now, which galactogogues to take? Make sure the galactogogues which you are using and like which you have taken from the market or is written by your doctor, by a gynecologist or your pediatrician, or referred to you by somebody, your family, your friends, your acquaintance. The most important thing before choosing any galactogog is check the ingredients. If you see that there are some preservatives added, now preservatives, which preservatives? Specifically, what I see in the market are sodium benzoate, methyl parabens, propyl parabens. Make sure your lactation supplement which you are using should not have any three of these. If it is having that, then you make sure you shift towards something which does not have any preservative. So you have to make sure. So to make your life easy, what I have seen in the market, most of them have these preservatives, and all of you know that we shouldn't use parabens. We don't use in shampoos and creams also. So which these preservatives are not good. So what I recommend is Lactomagic powder and Morico tablets. They're 100% natural with no preservatives and no chemicals added into it. It is all available online. You can just search the name and you'll get it. Now, next thing is keeping the baby skin to skin with you. And the third step process, it is tracking. You have to track your baby's weight. You have to track your baby's formula intake. Because if you don't track, you will not know that which direction you are going through. Okay. Next question is from Bijal. I don't know if my milk supply is sufficient for my baby. How to increase it abundantly so that there is no worries on milk supply at all. See, this is the reason why I told you to track. You need to track your baby's weight gain. If your baby is gaining weight properly, then you don't need to worry about your low milk supply or anything like that. If you're dependent on formula milk to increase the weight, then you have to follow the three-step process. Once the milk supply starts increasing, then you start decreasing formula slowly. That's all. So you have to track the baby's weight accordingly. Next question. Mostly I see about low milk supply, so that I have already answered. Next is Shruti BT. Engorgement of breast and pricking pain. So if you are facing engorgement of breast, that means you are not frequently emptying your breast. So you need to empty your breast, do oil massage and warm compress and empty the breast. That will not cause you engorgement. Pricking pain. Now, if the pricking pain is on the full breast, then it is basically due to let down reflex. If the pain is specifically in the nipples or in the areola part, then it is due to a shallow latch. You have to work on your latching issues. Okay, so these are the main questions. Whatever questions I saw, mostly now what I see is low milk supply and latching issues, which I have already covered. Now let me see if there are any questions live. Okay. First question 30. Have you got the option of Q&A? I hope you have got it. Muskan B. I am 3 months, 10 days postpartum. Can I increase milk supply now? As of now, after pumping, getting hardly 10 ml. Yes, Muskan, don't worry that what is the age of the baby. I have even worked with mothers whose baby is 2.5 years old also. So we can definitely increase milk supply. Milk supply is not a rocket science, but you have to follow it under the guidance of an expert lactation consultant, so that they see your progress and accordingly they guide you. Because during when you work on your milk supply, there are many times you hit the plateaus, and during that time somebody has to change your process so that you again start improving your milk. Second thing is, most of the mothers get obsessed about the milk quantity. You don't have to worry about the milk quantity. If your baby's weight gain is happening properly and the baby's formula milk is coming down, that means you're on the correct path. So never worry about the milk quantity, because every mother is different and you can't make sure that every mother should produce the same amount of milk for the baby. Also make sure 60 ml of formula is not equivalent to 60 ml of breast milk. So please, if your baby is taking 60 ml of formula, then don't worry that I should produce 60 ml every time to fill my baby's tummy. This is not true. So all these things will be explained on one-on-one guidance with an expert. Alone you can definitely work. It's not a rocket science, but as new moms you have a lot of things in hand. You have to work on a lot of things. So at that time, working with an expert helps a lot, because you will be able to focus on what has to be done. You don't have to focus on how it has to be done. How part will be taken over by the expert, and you can focus on what has to be done. So that is a teamwork where you have to work with an expert. So this is what I suggest. But yes, definitely you can increase milk supply for a 3 month, 10 days old baby also. Shelly, not getting. What not getting, Shelly? Just let me know in the chat, in the Q&A box, what is your question? Muskan, please guide how to increase the supply. I have already shared just now the 3-step process. Bijal, what is Lactomagic powder you have mentioned in your recipes? So basically, Lactomagic powder is a combination of around 30 to 35 natural galactogogues put in a proper composition, so that the dosage balances in a way that the like you would have heard heating foods, and you have also heard the cooling foods. This you have heard. Now there is no specific scientific backing to say it produces heat or it produces cold in the body. So Lactomagic has got out 30 to 35 ingredients which balance each other in a form to make as a complete galactogog to help improve your milk supply and also to help improve your milk composition. Okay. And the most important thing is Lactomagic doesn't have any preservatives, any chemicals. It is 100% natural. The market galactogogs have preservatives like methyl parabens, propyl parabens, and sodium benzoate. Next question is from Bijal Parmar. I am using nipple guard since my baby is a bit small and flat. Uh, since my nipple is a bit flat, small and flat, how can I change this? So what you need to do when you are putting the nipple guard on the breast, and holding the breast, then you need to hold the breast and press the breast so that the areola is pouted out. Once the baby starts latching on the breast and after some time when the baby is in a habit, just slowly just remove the baby for a few seconds, remove the nipple shield and put the baby again. But keep holding this hand. This is important so that the support system is there for the baby to keep holding the breast tissue and latching. This you can try, you first try initially. If suppose the baby starts crying on removing from the breast, then you can follow it. Once the baby starts latching and the baby starts like little sleepy, that time you can do this process and can remove the nipple shield accordingly with that slowly. Archana Jadhav, I had low milk supply. So no worries, Archana. I have just shared the 3-step process. You can follow that, or you can reach out to the team and have a consultation done with our doctors. Shelly, initially we started with bottle because hospital suggested. Now he cries whenever I make him latch. I am doing frequent pumping and currently I am also using shield as suggested by the lactation consultant. Okay, so what is the issue now? Is the baby coming with the shield or not coming, Shelly? Let me know in the chat box so that I can understand your question. Muskan, due to some reasons, I was not able to make my twins latch much. So now I want to shift back to make them latch and breastfeed as much as possible. Good, Muskan, you can definitely do it. So follow the 3-step process. And with twins, I understand it becomes a challenge. A lot of things are happening with baby and family and all that. If you can work alone, that's perfect. If you want any kind of help, you can reach out to the lactation experts. We have lactation experts in our team. You can reach out to them and talk to the team and get your consultation done with them. Kavita, hi ma'am. First, is it mandatory to feed both breasts each time? So now what you have to make sure that the breast gets emptied. If you are facing low milk supply, then yes, you have to empty both the breast every session. But if your milk supply is good and you are only on the maintenance part, then you don't need to feed the baby from both the breast. Clear? Second, having sore and cracked nipples. If you're having sore and cracked nipples, that means your baby is not latching on the areola and the baby is latching only on the nipple part. If that will happen, then obviously you will have sore and cracked nipples. So you have to work on the deep latching techniques. Third, my baby is sucking more than 1 hour for each and every feed. It is a very clear indicator that you are latching the baby only on the nipple and the baby doesn't get milk properly. The baby sucks for some time and then goes to sleep. After sometimes again starts sucking because the baby is not full yet. So that's why you are having this cracked nipples, because for 1 hour if the baby is on the breast, on the nipple specifically, it is very normal for you to have this cracked and sore nipples. So that's why you have to make sure that the breast gets emptied by having a deep latch. So 15-20 minutes is more than enough. What you can do initially, Kavita, latch the baby for 10-15 minutes and then you empty the breast by pumping. Later on, what you can do, once the baby's latch starts improving, then you can skip the pumping part. But initially, because this is too tiring and also it is when the baby is latching on the breast and it is causing sore, cracked nipples, it will start bleeding also, which is not good for your health. So you have to work in a way that your latching improves and the baby can latch on lesser time and empty the breast properly. iPhone user, how to increase letdown? So for increasing letdown, you need to have skin to skin with your child. Holding the baby close to you improves the letdown reflex by stimulating the hormones in your body. So there are two hormones included in breastfeeding. One is oxytocin and one is prolactin. Prolactin hormone is responsible for making more supply, and oxytocin hormone is responsible for pushing the milk out of your body. So for letdown reflex, I need oxytocin. So oxytocin is also called as a love hormone. The more you stay with your child skin to skin, the more you are like stress free, the more you take rest with yourself, it will help to improve your letdown reflex. Okay. Shelly, minimum how many times to pump or make the baby latch? Depends on what is the age of your baby. If your baby is less than 3 months, obviously the baby will feed around 6 to 8 to 10 times. And if your baby is more than 3 months, the baby will latch mostly 6 to 8 times usually. So according to the demand of the baby, you need to create the demand on your body either by breastfeeding or by pumping. Archana, which tablet used for increasing milk supply? So what I suggest is two things. One is Lactomagic powder and second is Morico tablets. Shruti, often get breast engorgement, pricking pain. I have taken antibiotics as part of the treatment, also taking lecithin supplement. Okay. But if you don't work on the cause, it will keep coming back. So you have to work on improving your latching also. You have taken the treatment for the problem, but the root cause of the problem is not yet resolved. So you have to work on your latching also, Shruti. Also have oversupply, how to reduce the supply. So how to reduce the supply? What you do, you follow the block method. So in that, what you need to do, you have to feed the baby from one breast and other breast, you just empty till you feel okay. Once you start feeling engorged, then again just hand express. No pumping. No pumping for you. Pumping will further stimulate the milk supply. So what you need to do, just do like hand expression, and once you feel relaxed, just leave. Don't try to express the milk more because that will further stimulate your milk supply. Okay. Also, you can put some cabbage leaves on the breast, which will cool out and will help you to like reduce the engorgement and all those things. Priyanka. Hi ma'am, my baby is latching for 2 minutes and stops, and again he starts latching, and also sometimes he takes milk for more than 1 hour. What to do in that situation? See, if the baby is latching for 1 hour or so, the baby is not latching, the baby is sleeping on the breast. So you have to make sure the baby should be doing an active feeding. So how to make sure? As you know, when you drink any liquid, you can see the gulping movements in the neck. If your baby is doing an active feeding, you will see the gulping movements. If you're not seeing the gulping movements, that means your baby is sleeping on the breast. This is going to be tiring for you and the baby also. So you have to make sure the baby does a deep latch, and also you have to make sure that your breast milk flow is good and breast milk supply is good. Next question is from Prashanti. Does baby shows hunger cues just to be with the mother? Sometimes they might do, that is for 3 months and above, they might do, because every baby wants to be with the mother, especially a mother, like if you have a joint family, or like if you are a working mother, or any kind of a thing where the baby is not sufficiently spending time with you. Everybody wants that cuddling, that warmth with their mothers. So if that is not satisfying for the baby will be like spending time with the mother, and we can say like mama's boys or mama's girls. So some babies are like that, they want more time with their baby, with their mothers. It's up to you. If you feel it's okay, you can definitely spend time. See, they are growing very fast. After some months they will be just playing around. If you even want them to come to you, they will not. My 10 years younger son, I try to hold him. Sometimes he like, mama, leave me, I have a lot of works, let me do other things. He will not come to me. So this is a time where you can spend time with the babies. Don't worry, it's okay. It's just a matter of few months or few weeks. It's okay. Okay. Shruti, is there any solution to reduce the milk supply without engorgement? As I have been producing more milk. So Shruti, actually, this is something to be blessed of. These days every mother is having low milk supply. If you are having good milk supply, actually, I would take it as an advantage. Just try to express the milk, and if possible, please donate it. Donate it to any hospital nearby you. There are a lot of hospitals with NICU. It is going to help them, and because that will help. But you have to take care of your health also, because when there is a lot of milk production, that will be causing fatigue and tiredness to your body. Take care of that. But if you want to reduce the milk supply, then what you have to do, that I just told you about the block method. You have to empty the breast only with the hands. Don't use the pump. Just put your baby on the breast, and after the feeding, if you feel okay, then don't do anything. But once you start feeling engorged, just do hand expression. That's all. Slowly, if the milk will start remaining in the breast for a few times, the body will take it as an extra milk and will start reducing the milk supply. It's okay, Shruti, just keep moving with that. But make sure the breast should not be engorged regularly. Otherwise, you will start having milk will start staying in the breast, and it might cause you lumps and later on infection. So make sure, Shruti, that you are working on the guidelines which I have shared with you. Muskan, can you please share the 3-step process again, please? Okay. So first is creating demand. So for creating, like when you create demand, then only your body will make more supply. To create demand, if your baby is coming on the breast, but you are still giving formula, then after every breastfeeding session, you need to pump. Second thing, if your baby is not at all coming on the breast, then you need to create demand by doing pumpings. Clear? Second thing, preparing your body and the mind. To prepare the body, you need to take proper hydration. You need to take, to improve the flow, do oil massage and warm compress. For the nutrition part, you need to take galactogogues. Make sure the galactogogues should not have any preservatives like sodium benzoate, methyl parabens, and propyl parabens. Mostly the galactogogues which I see in the market have these three things. So make sure that your galactogog should not have any of these three preservatives. So, and the next thing is keeping the baby skin to skin with you. And the last part is keeping positive and don't worry. And the third step is tracking. You need to track your baby's weight and you need to track your baby's formula intake so that you know which way you are going. Okay, clear? Next question is from iPhone user. I was pumping for 30 minutes each session for past 3 days. I saw an improvement in the supply, but now again it went down today. How to get it back? Also so confused about which pump to use for maximum efficiency. Plan size help I need. Currently I use Philips Electric and ProMom wearable. Please suggest if this is good. I started using 2 wearable pumps today. Then I started seeing supply coming down and I am not able to be consistent in pumping also. So your last point gave the answer of it. If you are pumping for 30 minutes each session, how many sessions you can do? 30 minutes is a very big time. If you pump for long hours and if you are doing like 2-3 times in a day, then there is like there is not enough demand for your body. So what I suggest is small frequent sessions. So frequency is more important than duration. So keep in mind about that. Now, how many times to pump and how duration to pump has to be like worked upon with the mother depending on what is the what is the age of the baby, how much milk the baby is requiring, what is the is the baby coming on the breast or not. All that has to be understood and accordingly the pumping schedule has to be planned for you. But as a general guideline, you don't need to work on duration. You need to work on the frequency of pumping. Now, flange size, when you say, so flange size, the rule is that when you're putting the pump on the breast, then nipple and little part of areola should be going in the tunnel, not more than that. If it is causing you pain, that means the flange is smaller. And if it is like not pumping enough, you're not feeling the pressure, that means the flange size is bigger than what it has to be worked upon for you. Question is from Kavita. I am 52 days old mom, still I don't know proper latching position. Then what are you waiting for, Kavita? Reach out to a latch expert. If 52 days or have already passed and still if you're not knowing the latching position, what are you waiting for, dear? Just reach out to the latch expert. We have a dedicated latch expert in the team. If you're facing only latching issues, if your milk supply is perfect, then you can just have a call with the latch expert. We have a latch expert in the team who works with you on resolving your latching issues. Pratipanna, I cannot see the Q&A option to ask my question. The message you have done is in the Q&A section itself. Just message in the same thing. Next question is from iPhone user. Hi ma'am, I am getting around 80 to 100 ml milk per pump. My baby preferring bottle. He pushes the breast nipple with his tongue. Okay. So if this is happening, make sure that you are doing, like, you just try for 5-10 minutes for every breastfeeding session. First week you work this. If still this is not helping, then you can put the nipple shield and let the baby latch for some time. Once the baby starts latching on the breast, then later on you can remove the nipple shield. Okay. Sangeeta, my milk supply is not increased. Okay, I don't know what all you are doing. I have shared the 3-step process. You can follow that. And if you have already tried a lot of things and still the things are not working, reach out to the team and have a consultation done for you. Shruti. Hi, ma'am. If the baby has a latching issue, can we just pump and give milk? Yes, definitely. You can. Okay, so I don't see any new questions. Is somebody else who is writing the questions? Just write a wait in the chat box so that I wait. Otherwise, we can end up the session. Anybody of you who is still writing the questions? Should I wait or today's session? Pratiparna. Okay, ma'am, thank you. My question is, I'm trying skin to skin with my baby, but he seems to get restless. Whenever I do it, I have observed that skin contacts makes him restless. Okay, so what you do whenever you're burping the child, the same time when you're burping, just open your chest, open baby's clothes, and keep the baby skin to skin with you while burping. That's all. Don't do more than that, Pratipanna. Just when you're burping, just keep the baby skin to skin. That's all. Okay. Okay, Shelly is writing question. Okay. iPhone user, do you suggest wearable pump for increasing the supply? See, pumping is not going to increase your milk supply. It is about the demand. When you're creating enough demand, then the supply will come back. Now, to create demand, there are 3 methods. Either your baby should breastfeed, or you should pump, or you should do hand express. Now, when we are talking about pumps are 3 kinds. One is electric pump, one is electric variable pump, and one is manual pump. So these are basically the like tools. The tools are not going to increase your milk supply. The basic principle is demand and supply. You have to create the demand to increase the supply. That is the main thing. Any pump is not going to increase your milk supply. Okay. Shelly, if baby prefers one breast only, that then can be pump milk from the other one? Yes, definitely you can do. Sangeeta, I am following the protocol you suggested, but when I pump my milk, it's decreased from yesterday. From 30 ml, it went to 20 ml. Hey, come on, 10 ml. It's okay. Every day is not same. Some days you might feel more, some days you might feel less. Don't worry about 5-10 ml. The milk composition will also keep changing. Don't worry about 5-10 ml going here and there. It's okay. It's okay. Shelly, thank you, ma'am. You're most welcome. गीतांजलि, हाय मैम, आई फेल्ट मिल्क सप्लाई प्रॉपर हो नहीं रहा. बेबी काफी देर तक फीड करता रहता है, बट आफ्टर दैट ही स्टिल हंग्री, सो आई हैव टू गिव हिम फॉर्मूला. आफ्टर दैट व्हाट माय बेबी इज 1 मंथ ओल्ड. देखो गीतांजलि, 1 मंथ के बच्चों की जो स्लीप साइकिल होती है वो करीब 14-15 आवर्स की होती है. हम उनको जब ब्रेस्ट पे लेते हैं तो वो कई बार ब्रेस्ट पे सो जाते हैं, जिसकी वजह से हमको लगता है कि वो फीडिंग कर रहे हैं. हम उनको आधा घंटा, पौना घंटा, 1 घंटा तक लिए बैठे रहते हैं, एंड उसके बाद भी वो ऊपर का दूध पी लेते हैं. तो हमको लगता है कि हमारा मिल्क कम हो गया है, बच्चा को तो दूध मिला ही नहीं. वो बेचारा आधा घंटा, पौना घंटा, 1 घंटा तक दूध पीता रहा, उसको दूध नहीं मिला, उसने ऊपर का दूध भी पी लिया. ऐसा नहीं है गीतांजलि. आप जब बच्चे को ब्रेस्ट पे लेते हो, बच्चा थोड़ी देर बाद ब्रेस्ट पे दूध पीते पीते सो जाता है. आपको कैसे पता चलेगा कि बच्चा सो रहा है कि दूध पी रहा है? आप बच्चे का नेक देखोगे. अगर आपको घूंट भरते हुए दिख रहे हैं तो बच्चा दूध पी रहा है. अगर आपको घूंट भरते हुए नहीं दिख रहे हैं तो बच्चा सो रहा है. तो आपको टाइम ड्यूरेशन से ये नहीं पता चलेगा कि बच्चा दूध पी रहा है कि नहीं पी रहा है. आपको नेक ऑब्जर्व करना पड़ेगा बच्चे का. दूसरी चीज, अगर बच्चा इतनी देर तक फीडिंग कर रहा है तो वो बेसिकली सो रहा है ब्रेस्ट पे. आपको ऐसा नहीं करना है. आपको एक्टिव फीडिंग करानी है, चाहे वो 10 मिनट की ही हो. 10-10 मिनट की फीडिंग कराइए. अब आपको पता कैसे चलेगा कि ब्रेस्ट एम्प्टी हुआ कि नहीं हुआ? आप ब्रेस्ट को प्रेस करके मिल्क का कलर देखोगे. अगर मिल्क का कलर थिक वाइट आ रहा है, इसका मतलब आपके बच्चे ने ब्रेस्ट को खाली नहीं किया है. उस केस में आप ब्रेस्ट को 5 से 10 मिनट के लिए पंप करोगे, या फिर आप हैंड एक्सप्रेस करोगे. ये मिल्क आप बच्चे को देते जाओगे. अब आपको कैसे पता चलेगा कि आपकी मिल्क सप्लाई इंप्रूव हो रही है कि नहीं? वहां मैंने आपको ट्रैकिंग का प्रोसेस बताया है। आप बच्चे का फॉर्मूला मिल्क ट्रैक करोगे, बच्चे का वजन ट्रैक करोगे, और आपको ये देखना है कि बच्चे का वजन कितना बढ़ रहा है और आप बच्चे को फॉर्मूला कितना दे रहे हो। विद टाइम अगर आप फॉर्मूला कम मिल्क कम होता जा रहा है, बच्चे का वजन अच्छे से बढ़ रहा है, यानी कि आपका मिल्क सप्लाई इंप्रूव हो रहा है। अगर बच्चे का वजन बढ़ रहा है लेकिन फॉर्मूला मिल्क जो है वो भी बढ़ता जा रहा है, तो यानी कि आपको अपने मिल्क सप्लाई के ऊपर काम करना है फर्दर। ठीक है। नेक्स्ट क्वेश्चन, Prashanti, I am not getting if my baby is cluster feeding or I have low milk supply. My baby is 47 days old and her weight is 3.2 kg. Her birth weight is 2.5 kgs. By 11 days, she was reduced to 2.3 kg. She's always kicking hand and mouth and shows hunger cues. So you have to always calculate the weight from the birth weight. So her birth weight was 2.5 and 47 days. So nearly this is 6 weeks. Just calculate it. 45 days. Yeah. So this is 6 weeks. 6 to the 12, 1.2. So 2.5. Oh, so that is clear. The baby's weight is not improving, na, Prashanti? Baby was born 2.5 kgs and current weight is 3.2 kgs. 47 days old. So this is nearly 6 weeks. If we see about 200 grams per week, then by 6 weeks, the baby should gain 1.2 kg extra to the birth weight. If you add 1.2 to 2.5, it is 3.7, correct? And the baby's weight is 3.2. So that means the baby is not getting enough milk. So cluster feeding, actually, there are two things here. First is the baby's weight. So we have to work on improving your milk supply, flow, and all those things so that the baby's weight starts increasing. Second thing is the baby is going through a 6 weeks growth spurt. So growth spurt comes at 2 weeks, then 6 weeks, then 3 months, 5 months, 7 months. During growth spurts, the babies do frequent feeding or cluster feeding, which we call as. So there are two things here, Prashanti. First is that baby is going through a growth spurt and that's why she's doing cluster feeding. Second thing is the weight gain is still more required. That's why maybe also the baby is doing this cluster feeding. Shelly, active feeding lasts for how long? Generally for a 2-month-old baby. See, if your latching is good, if your supply is good, if your flow is good, usually the babies will empty the breast within 10 to 15 minutes or maximum 20 minutes. More than 3-month baby can also empty the breast in 5-10 minutes. If the latching is good, if the flow is good, and if the latching position is good. Flow, supply, and the latching. If the baby is taking for a long time, then you have to work on all these three things. How to know difference between fore milk and hind milk? The fore milk will look watery and the hind milk will look thicker white milk. Gitanjali, thank you so much, ma'am. You're most welcome. Parvati, my baby is 4 months old. I am using formula. He is latching from one side, the other side I am not getting milk. He is not latching. Okay. So this happens many times that one side milk production is more and the other side is less. So the simple concept of demand and supply, the side which is less, you need to like hand express or pump that side so that there will be more demand and milk supply will start increasing that side also, Parvati. Okay. Next question is from Muskan. Let me know how can I take help of experts so that they can guide me to increase milk supply for my twins. Muskan, do you have the helpline like inquiry team's number? Let me know in the chat box. Do you have the inquiry team's number? Contact them tomorrow. Let me know, do you have an inquiry team number? No. Just a minute. Let me share the inquiry team's number. Till then, all of you can write your questions if anybody has any question. I'll share the inquiry team's number. I'm sharing the inquiry team's number. It is 9360. Sorry, 93690 37490. I'm putting it in the chat box also. The team is available from morning to evening, like from around 9:15, 9:30. There are available till 5:30 nearly. can contact them between that time. Sunday is enough for them. So the timings are around 9:30 to till 9:30 till nearly 5:30. This is a WhatsApp number. You can contact them on WhatsApp. Like drop a message on WhatsApp, they'll contact you back. iPhone user. What are the ways to increase milk production? I have shared the 3-step process twice. You can watch the recording of this. This will be available on our YouTube channel. So any one of you who is not subscribed to the YouTube channel, please go to YouTube and type my name, Dr. Tanima Singhal. You will have my channel. Just subscribe on that. So you will keep getting the notifications of all the content which we put, and also these Q&A sessions. The recordings will be there. Like every Friday, I take the live questions and then they will put that on the YouTube channel. You can watch it. Parvati, thank you so much, ma'am. How frequent expression may increase milk? While hand expression, I'm getting milk, but due to small breast size, he is not latching. So if the baby is not latching, you can do the frequent expressions. Now depend on what is the demand of the child. Accordingly, you need to create the demand on your body to improve the milk supply. Sangeeta, my baby was born 3 kgs and then she lost weight to 2.65 and now she is 3.2. She's 5 weeks old. How to improve her weight now? So what you have to do after every feeding session, you need to pump her hand express whatever 2 ml, 5 ml, 10 ml of whatever milk you are getting, that is hind milk, keep giving it to your child and work on your nutrition, work on the galactogogue which I have shared, work on your water intake, all these things, work on your flow. That will improve the overall milk production and the quality of breast milk. Accordingly, your baby will start gaining weight also with exclusive breast milk. iPhone user. Does cluster feeding and 10-15 minutes direct feeding each session to help baby in increasing the supply? You need to keep track. That's what I told you. The first 2 steps are to improve the supply, but you have to track. You have to track the baby's weight and you have to track the baby's formula intake. Sangeeta, is she underweight then? 5 weeks old, na? So 5 into 2, 1 kg we needed. So she was born 3 kgs. Yeah, we need 4 kgs at least now for a 5-week-old baby. So always remember the thumb rule is the baby should gain 150 to 200 grams per week till 3 months. So if we take as 200 grams per week for a 5-week-old baby, the baby should have gained 1 kg from the birth weight. So she was born 3 kgs, so she should be at least 4 kgs by now. शिल्पा जैन, मैम माय बेबी ब्रेस्ट पर कभी कभी ही आता है और कभी तो ब्रेस्ट पर लेते ही रोता है, क्यों? क्योंकि वो बॉटल भी पी रहा होगा ना। बॉटल अगर पी रहा होगा या कटोरी चम्मच से पिला रहे हो या पलाडा से पिला रहे हो तो बच्चे को आसानी से दूध मिल जा रहा है। अब आप लोग क्या करोगे, कभी ट्राई करोगे कभी नहीं करोगे, कभी पूरे दिन में 1 बार ट्राई करोगे, कभी पूरे दिन में 2 बार ट्राई करोगे। तो बच्चे को तो रेगुलरली मिल्क बॉटल से मिल रहा है। आप ब्रेस्ट फीडिंग जब उसको रेगुलरली ट्राई नहीं करोगे तो उसकी आदत कैसे पड़ेगी? अगर आप ट्राई कर रहे हो लेकिन आपका मिल्क का फ्लो कम है या मिल्क का सप्लाई अच्छा नहीं है या आपका लैच का टेक्निक नहीं है तो बच्चा ब्रेस्ट पे क्यों आएगा? उसको जब आराम से बॉटल से दूध मिल रहा है, फ्लो भी अच्छा है, दूध तेजी से मिल रहा है, लैचिंग का भी कोई चक्कर नहीं है, कोई भी पकड़ के दूध पिला दे रहा है, तो उसको आराम से मिल रहा है। आपको अगर अपना फीडिंग कराना है तो सबसे पहले आपको ये देखना है कि आपका मिल्क का सप्लाई अच्छा हो, मिल्क का फ्लो अच्छा हो, आपकी लैचिंग की टेक्निक अच्छी हो। दूसरी चीज, अगर आपको बच्चे को रेगुलरली ब्रेस्ट पे लाना है तो आपको हर फीडिंग सेशन पे ट्राई करना होगा। आप 5-10 मिनट ट्राई करो, अगर आपको हर फीडिंग सेशन पे ट्राई करना होगा। अगर आप कभी करोगे कभी नहीं करोगे तो बच्चा भी कैसे यूज टू होगा उसको। ठीक है, okay, so that's all for today. I don't see any new questions. I hope questions were answered and this was a helpful session for you all. We are also planning some sessions like mental health counseling because many times mothers feel postpartum depression, postpartum psychosis. So we are planning some sessions for this. You will get the information on the WhatsApp groups. So just stay connected. We'll keep in touch. We'll keep you informed about the sessions. We're also planning some infant massage sessions. So a lot of sessions we are planning to have for all of you. Just stay connected, stay on the groups so you will get the information and accordingly we'll try. And you all can also let us know that what kind of help you are looking for more other than lactation? If anything is right now, just let me know in the chat box. If I ask you other than lactation, what kind of support you are looking for during your postpartum period? If you have something to suggest, you can put in the chat box so that we can plan some expert sessions for all of you, so that it is helpful for you to go through your postpartum journey. If anything, I'm just waiting for 2 minutes. If something is there, please let me know in the chat box. And who all are watching it later on YouTube, if you feel you need more help regarding weight loss, regarding your nutrition, regarding your parenting things, regarding infant massage, regarding yoga, regarding recovery sessions, whatever, just let me know in the comment box so that we can plan some sessions for all of you. I really get regularly people keep contacting me to have some sessions with all of you, but you can let me know if I can plan those sessions for you all. Okay. So that's all for today, girls. Take care, everyone. Have a good night and take very good care of you. See you next Friday. Bye-bye.